Man, look, some days you make the right call and fish when conditions are perfect. And then there are days like today. Winds are blowing, literally a gale. Absolutely terrible conditions. It's very, very early. We left home early trying to beat this early summer sunrise. Right now it's 5:06 and we're actually really close to the boat launch. Unfortunately, we caught a bridge, a drawbridge that's up. So we're sitting here waiting to get across so we can launch our boat. But our plan is to go catch some bass and redfish in these deplorable conditions. Looks like we got a cloudy sky, but literally it's blowing upper 20s, maybe lower 30s. And it blew like that all night. We certainly have our work cut out for us today. I got Joel with me and Joel's buddy Emile. So I don't know. I'm putting the over-under at about 5 fish. We'll see if we can beat that. It's literally gonna be that tough. But any day fishing in South Louisiana is a good day. All right, literally, I didn't have the camera running. Emile made his first cast. What are you throwing, Emile?
I'm throwing a popping shad.
A popping shad. And he's got a bass already. So that's actually, it's a very good sign. Put him in the box. We're mercenaries today. We're keeping everything within our legal limits. Emile, was he right up on that shoreline or was he on the edge of the...
I walked it 2 times off the shoreline.
Okay. All right, Joel's throwing a frog. And I'm throwing, actually a bait that's new to me. It's an Excite. I think it's called a Raptor Tail Junior, and I'm dragging it right across the top. I'm fishing it weightless, almost like you'd fish a ribbit. Now, despite the wind howling, I'm telling you, howling yesterday, howling all night, and howling right now, this water in here is spectacular. Thanks to all this grass. There should be something along this point. Oh, I missed him. Oh, goodness. I missed him. He never had the hook. Yeah, Joel, I'll give you the point. There he is.
Oh, we caught him.
Second one I missed.
Oh, man. What are you?
That one I felt. Oh, Joel got him. Oh, he missed it. He had it, didn't he?
I never felt him.
You never felt him? It should be right on that grass edge. Emile's waiting on us, Joel.
We got our chance.
It's our turn. Yeah, we've blown our chances.
Oh!
Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's a nice
Goodness, that's a good bass.
That's a nice bass.
Get him, Emile. Face full of grass. He's not even that nice. It's not even that big, but man, that was a...
felt like a nice bass.
It sounded like a nice bass. This episode of Marsh Man Masson brought to you by Puglia Sporting Goods. Oh, he swung at it. Swing and a miss.
It's striking.
I should have dropped it.
Yeah.
Nice fishing with the wind. We're gonna have to turn before too long, though.
They make this. I think it's. Forgot the name of it. Anyway, it's got Velcro on the top. Did you see it? It's got like a Velcro patch that's supposed to. It's the most gimmick piece of shit. Yeah. But it's got a. It's supposed to Velcro their mouth so they can't spit it. Put a big name on it. That's it. Oh, I think it's the Boom Boom frog.
It's literally got Velcro on it.
Yeah. Oh. Dude, he's on it. He's on a river bed.
It's feeling redfish-like, but we will see.
That's a bass, huh?
It looked funny, didn't it? Dude, it's a pig! It's a pig! Look at this bass! Look at this bass! Oh my goodness!
Oh my god! Dude, that's a
Look at this bass! Look at this pig! That's hard to believe. That is a gorilla. For the marsh, that is a freaking gorilla. All right, let's weigh it.
3.5.
I think he's 4.
That's what I said. I said 3.5 when he came up, but I think he's 4. Yeah. I think he's 4 now.
I'm gonna put him in a live well for a minute. 4.07, 4.09, 4.07, 4.09, somewhere in there. A 4-pound largemouth in the marsh. That's incredible. Let's get him revived. Give him a little juice. Sweet.
Hey.
Sweet.
So So far, that's a video.
Dude, I'm pretty excited. That's a big bass for the marsh. I mean, that's a big bass with a defunct. I mean, I'd take that anywhere. All right, so listen, I've been fishing these marshes a lot of years, and I'm pretty sure that's the biggest bass I've ever caught in the marsh. The bass just don't get very big here. Their growth is limited by a few things, one of which, Joel just got to blow up. One of which is saltwater intrusion from hurricanes and tropical events. Can really wipe out these entire bass population. It takes them a couple of years to rebuild. But we've had a lot of fresh water in recent years, and that's allowed these bass to really thrive and grow very, very quickly. That was a pig. I'm really excited to get that fish. And I caught it on a bait that's brand new to me. Oh, Joel's got one. Nice.
A lot of grass.
Face full of grass. He hit you twice, didn't he? I caught him on a bait that's new to me called an Excite Raptor Tail Junior. I think that's the name. I am gonna look it up though to make sure. The fish hit on the surface, he missed it, I dropped the bait, and then he tattooed it. It's a great thing about being able to fish this way. If you're fishing a true hollow body or something that's gonna stay buoyant, you can't really drop it. But throwing these craws, these baits like this, where you just kind of pull them across the surface, when those fish hit and miss, you can drop it. Almost always they'll hit it again. I'm absolutely jacked up. Keep this little bit of a cloud cover though. They'll hit these top waters a lot longer.
Yeah, I really don't. I'd rather a black one.
Yeah, that's the difference between mine and dark and light.
Oh, yeah, I got smoked. Dropped it. And come on, dude, come back.
Yeah.
Heads up. Ain't coming. Dude, there's a million fish in here. There he is. There he is. Oh, he came off. He was little. I'm gonna hold this here a second. There's a bunch of fish right here. Was that you? God dang it.
What's the deal?
Mine never had it. Get him, Joel.
Nice fish. Nice fish.
I mean, it's not as big as mine, but that's a big fish.
Nice second. Oh wow, his mouth. Hey, look.
Oh no, he's not as big as I thought. He's just full of grass.
Listen, this grass will turn him into 5. Did you just see their lip come up through here?
It was still awesome. Oh, there he is. Dude, we are missing some fish.
I don't know if they're all little.
That one wasn't little. That one hurt my feelings. He was hooked up. I can't tell if...
Tide?
No, I can't tell if the wind is... It seems like it's... You know, I don't want to say it, but...
No, I'm not.
You know what I'm... You know what I'm sure once we make that bend...
Oh!
Man, I gotta tell you, I love this bait. I love this bait.
It really is.
And it's catching some nice fish. I'm a fan. Hooked him well. This episode of Marsh Man Masson brought to you by Matrix Shad, and by Fitzgerald Fishing, and by Sea Toad New Orleans, and by Versamax Quartz, and by Death Grip Jig Heads. Oh, there he is. Oh, dude, you saw him. He sucked it in. I guess he spit it right when he hit it, because I felt nothing on the set. Sorry about that. Dude, it was an accident.
Yeah, sure.
I got a lot I gotta keep track of. Here, Ice Just Man.
Same water, we gotta move on.
Oh my goodness.
Toad?
Dude, it's a freaking redfish. I saw him pull behind
You
it.
did?
Oh, dude, that was so cool.
Hopefully you got better line than I got.
It's not the rod for this.
Is that on the pop bar?
Yeah, he just waked behind it and stuck it under.
Slurped it.
Dude, it was so cool.
Look at him run. Just wherever he wants to go.
Dude, it's raining.
I know. Pretty big.
Well, I didn't bring a raincoat, did y'all?
I did not.
I wasn't expecting that.
Look
Dude, that's a big
Dude,
red.
he's not even fighting for this. That's gonna get caught. Watch him. Watch
You're not
No, don't swing.
Look how gorgeous that water
That,
is.
Look how fat he
look
is.
how gorgeous that redfish.
Here's one.
Hey, you broke the spell.
Hey.
You broke it.
Hey,
I'm out here.
yet.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Boat flip.
Look at that fish. Look at that red. Beautiful. There he is. There he is. It's not even a challenge. The monsters are crushing it. So I made a bait change because it's getting a little bit later and these fish are not hitting topwater as well. And this is a bait I picked up from Sportsman's Outfitters called a Pro's Choice. It's a Senko style bait that's way, way, way cheaper than a Senko, but I promise you it's just as productive. The bass are tearing this thing up today. They're not big fish, as you can tell, but they just cannot resist it. And believe me, the big ones will hit this.
Pro's Choice.
Round.
If you want to throw this this June bug, I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, they're hitting it.
You just letting it sink down to the bottom?
I wouldn't say it's ever getting to the bottom.
Okay, just kind of letting it.
Yeah. There he is. There he is. Goodness, there's a million fish here. It's a dink fest, but this is really typical of these marsh fish. They generally don't get very big. That one I caught earlier, definitely an anomaly. That's why I was so impressed with it. You catch a lot of these in these marshes. Oh, good job, Emile. On the Pro's Choice?
There it is.
All right. Not a bad fish. Good job, Emile. Get him, Emile. Killing him on the Pro's Choice.
That's a dink.
That's a dink.
That's a dink and a half.
Throw him back. Emile's put on a clinic.
No.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Right on the edge
This-
of that- right on the edge of that curve.
This bait is killing him. Hooked him outside the mouth. All right, so 5 plus 3 plus 4 is 12. This is 13. Joel, you open, I'll get it. I need to exercise my fat ass. Look how low this water is. Look at that water line.
Yeah.
You know this bite has a time limit, right? Once that tide starts falling, it's over. You got him? Get him, Joel. What are you throwing?
The Pro's.
Pro's Choice. If you can't beat him, join him. Bro,
Oh, dude, you threw it in his mouth.
I threw it in his mouth. Stacked like cordwood, they're just not
Dude,
big.
they're not big. I mean, they're not. The
I mean, it's not even a challenge. It's not even a challenge. A little better fish. when you say that's a little better fish, you know you're catching small ones.
point looks.
Yeah, they gotta be on that point.
I mean, come on now.
Emile, clobber this point right here. All right, we were having an absolute blast. Obviously, the fish we're catching run the gamut on size. Here in the last few minutes, they've been pretty little.
Pretty little.
Some are quite little, but still, we're having a ball catching them. You know, summertime, you're generally not gonna catch your biggest fish. You're more coming out here just for the fun of catching fish. And all we're doing is throwing these Pro's Choice soft stick baits right on the edge of that matted grass. You'll have a little bit looser grass and that's generally where the fish are. And once you get to the edge of that loose grass, you can just drop it. You get a lot of hits that way. If you get 3 feet away from the grass and you don't have a fish, you can just go ahead and reel in. You might catch a red, but you're probably not gonna catch a bass. And I'm fishing this Pro's Choice bait weightless. Sometimes I'll put a little split shot on these types of baits if I want to fish it a little bit faster, or if it's more windy. Actually, the wind kind of died today, so we really got fortunate. It hasn't died totally, but it's a lot lighter than it was this morning. There's a bass. There's a bass. Yeah, it's a better one. All right. I'll try and keep him in the boat. Look, I mean, this is probably a 1 pound fish, but compared to the other ones. He's a trophy.
But when we go saltwater fishing, my dad buys live shrimp.
Like, she's in.
I think that's just the easiest way to do it. Is just give them.
That's just how many do you want to catch? There's our gator.
Okay.
Like, hey guys, you got any marshmallows? That's gotta spook the bass. Like, I can't imagine it doesn't.
I mean, I'd be scared.
I know.
Oh, he hit it. Look at that, he bowled on it. There he is.
Gator's gonna come eat him.
Oh, yeah,
Look, here he comes.
right back around.
Not a bad fish.
I'll just use it.
Little assistance there, Jackson. There, he's got him. Get him a meal.
The gator's gonna come eat him.
Has he come up yet? Emile, you got a redfish? No, you got a nice bass. Good bass, Emile. Look at that gorilla. Uh-oh. He got him. Man, let me tell you, this trip is really taking a turn for the worst. We kind of looked out to the west and it was getting really dark, so I took a peek at the radar and there is terrible weather right at our doorstep. Wasn't in the forecast at all. Really surprised they have this much rain around and this much intense rain. It's only 7:30 a.m. We've been fishing maybe an hour and a half, not very long at all. But this rapid drop in pressure, it's gotten cold out here all of a sudden. Really, really windy, blowing hard out of the north. It's shut the fish completely down. We cannot get a bite. I know there's fish all throughout this area, but they're just not touching our baits, not touching anything. I like a slow falling pressure, but a rapid decline shuts the fish down just like a rapid rise. Looking at this radar, I think we might have another 30 minutes, maybe 45 if we really push it, but we're gonna have to head back to the dock very soon and call this a trip. It's a shame too because we were really crushing the fish. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the Marsh Man Masson channel on YouTube. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. And until next time, if we don't see you in this beautiful marsh, we'll see you right here in Marsh Man Masson.